Welcome to the SAP HANA Academy. My name is Bob, and in this video we'll be looking at connecting from HANA Studio to the HANA server. In this video we're going to be creating a connection between our SAP HANA Studio and our SAP HANA server. So firstly we need to locate where the server is and if the server's up. So there's a few ways to do this. Obviously if I ping the machine by going to run, launching CMD and pinging the HANA box, mine is actually called HANA, we get a response. Well, that's a first good test because obviously the box has to be up. But then how do we know HANA's actually started? Well, again, we can launch PuTTY, log in as the root user, and I'm going to log in as my HDB ADM user. As we know, the command to make sure that the servers are up is HDB info. So here we can see that we've got our 5 or so SAP HANA servers which are up and running. So we know that SAP HANA is working okay. So of course now what we want to do is connect with the studio. So I can exit PuTTY and I'm going to launch that SAP HANA Studio. Now this is the default perspective for me when I've launched my SAP HANA Studio, although to be honest, as long as you're in the administration console or modeler, it doesn't really matter which perspective you're in when you add your system. So to create the connection to that SAP HANA server, on the left hand side in the navigator pane, we right click somewhere and select Add System. We then need to type in the host name, which for me is HANA. The instance number. Now as we know, you can have many instances of SAP HANA on the same Linux server. We've only got one instance and we call that instance 00. So you need to put in the specific instance number of your SAP HANA server instance that you've created. Then you need to give a description, although you don't have to, but I'm going to call this HDB. And then I'm going to click on Next. So then we can log in with our database user. So I'm going to log in with the system user in this simple example. So I'm going to type in system, which is the default user, and we created the password when we created the system as welcome1. Then I'll click on Next. So when you've done that, you can click on Finish. So then what you should see if you've connected successfully is a list of folders, catalog, backup, security and content. And just to do a simple test, if I go to the catalog folder, you should see most of these schemas. You won't see the STS schema because that was one I built, but you should see the sys system and all the other _sys schemas. These should already exist in your SAP HANA 1 server. So that's a very simple video on how you can create a connection in your SAP HANA Studio which can connect to your SAP HANA server. Thanks for watching. You can see more videos at academy.saphana.com.